The FBI had the Hunter Biden laptop got it on December 9th, 2019. The New York Post story, which a lot of the social media companies at the suggestion of government took down. The story came out on 10/14/2020. Why didn't the FBI just say, hey, the laptop's real? Why didn't you just tell everybody the laptop's real? We're not vouching for what's on it, but it's real. This isn't a fiction. Of course, as you know as well as I do, that the FBI cannot censor American speech. It talks about abridging speech, that our First Amendment does. At one time, I think it was during your tenure, the FBI had 80 FBI agents working with social media, encouraging social media to take down accounts.
In today's video, we break down the intense exchange between Senator John Kennedy and FBI Director Chris Wray, focusing on the Hunter Biden laptop controversy and concerns about First Amendment rights. Senator Kennedy's pointed questions aim to uncover why the FBI didn't publicly confirm the authenticity of the laptop and what role they played in social media's handling of the story. Stay tuned for the full story, and let's dive right in.
A district court found that the FBI and other agencies asked social media platforms to remove content and to change their moderation policies in a way that violated the First Amendment. And it went up to the Fifth Circuit. The Fifth Circuit limited the injunction, but here's what the Fifth Circuit said. The FBI, quote, likely coerced the platforms into moderating content and encouraged them to do so by effecting changes in their moderation policies, end quote, in violation of the First Amendment. The FBI agreed with the plaintiffs that, quote, I'm quoting the Fifth Circuit, federal agents ran afoul of the First Amendment by coercing and significantly encouraging social media platforms to censor disfavored speech, including by threats of adverse government action, like antitrust enforcement and legal reforms. That's serious. Is the Fifth Circuit wrong?
Well, as you may know, first off, let me just say the opinions talk about a whole bunch of other executive agencies besides the FBI, and I'm not going to speak to what the other agencies did or didn't do. But
you weren't the only one. It was the White House. It was Homeland Security. But your folks were there too. All 80 of them, 80 agents.
Well, but
combing social media every day, calling Twitter, calling Facebook. Take that down. Get rid of that account. And it wasn't just on election interference. It was on COVID vaccines. It was on lockdowns. We had a controversy during the election about Mr. Hunter Biden's laptop. And at that time, you had 80 agents interfacing with social media, doing whatever they were doing. The FBI had the Hunter Biden laptop got it on December 9th, 2019. The New York Post story, which a lot of the social media companies at the suggestion of government took down. The story came out on 10/14/2020. Why didn't the FBI just say, hey, the laptop's real? Why didn't you just tell everybody the laptop's real? We're not vouching for what's on it, but it's real. This isn't a fiction.
Well, as you might imagine, the FBI cannot, especially in a time like that, be talking about an ongoing investigation. Second, I would tell you that at least my understanding is that both the FBI folks involved in the conversations and the Twitter folks involved in the conversations both say that the FBI did not direct Twitter to suppress.
But others were in government.
Well, I can't speak to others in government. That's part of the point that I was trying to make, because the Fifth Circuit's opinion.
But you're the FBI. You're not part of the White House and part of Homeland Security. You're not supposed to be political. You see all this controversy going on. Why didn't the FBI say, time out, folks, we're not getting in the middle of this, but the laptop's real?
Again, we have to be very careful about what we can say, especially in the middle of an election season, because that's precisely some of the problems that led to my predecessors' negative findings from the Inspector General.
Did you hear a gavel?
Thank you, Senator
heard a
Kennedy.
gavel.
Thank you, Senator.
Here's where things get even more intense. Senator Kennedy zeroes in on the First Amendment implications. He implies that the FBI's actions, or lack thereof, contributed to censorship. Director Wray reiterates the FBI's non-political stance, but admits the agency has to be cautious, particularly during election seasons. Now, before we dive into the implications of this exchange, if you're finding this breakdown insightful, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated with all our latest content. So what do we take away from this? The exchange highlights the delicate balance between national security, ongoing investigations, and the public's right to know. Senator Kennedy's grilling session raises important questions about the FBI's role in the Hunter Biden laptop saga and the broader issue of free speech. The hearing leaves us wondering, could the FBI have handled things differently? What do you think about Senator Kennedy's questions and Director Wray's responses? Let's discuss in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.